3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Bean Gaming. Yes, Christmas update part 2 is here, and I gotta tell you, it delivered. The most important thing that I can tell you for today, throughout the entire duration of this video, there's only one thing you listen to, it's this right here, because I don't think I've heard anyone else say this, but this is extremely important. This Evo, this Apex Evo, is a limited time evolution. If you miss out on this opportunity, it's gone. With all the other evolution units, it's unlimited. You can keep doing them over and over again. It's here in the game forever, from my understanding. But this one here, JT specifically put in the Discord server, it's limited time. How limited? We don't know. Is it going to be 1 week, 2 weeks? I would think minimally a couple weeks, but that's it. If you watch my live stream, by the way, thank you for everyone that joined the live stream today. Had a lot of fun on there. And thank you too. Let me pull this up real quick. Let's hop on over here. Let's go to True. True hooked us up with the bouncer unit. That way I could actually Evo my Black Ice Freddy. So thank you so much for that. Huge shout out to him for us to be able to get that going for you. I'm going to go over all the materials and stuff. But again, if you're looking to evolve your Black Ice Freddy, it has to be done ASAP. Because I'm thinking maybe 1 to 2 weeks is all the time that you're giving. If they do it any sooner than that, I'd be shocked. But at the same time, so I'm guessing maybe 2 weeks, but you just get it done, okay? That's it. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the stats real quick. I was able to get the second one. It is up to 8 right now. This thing is actually pretty good. It's the first evolved Apex unit. It does a piercing spread, which is already in and of itself really good. That pierce goes quite a distance. The spreading, we're familiar with how that looks. And the slow, it just doesn't do targeted slow. It's full AoE. All enemies in range get slowed by 65%. It is the absolute best slowing unit in the game. And you're probably like, well, Bean, isn't there Blind Eye? Well, let me pull up Blind Eye for you real quick. And it says here, Blind Eye by 90%, but enemies hit are slowed by 90% momentarily. That's not full AoE. 90% is amazing, don't get me wrong, but it's just the ones that are hit by that. Plus, you can take a look at his damage, only 1,000. So when you compare the two, no, it's not even close. You're not even in the ballpark. Now, maybe for a boss, that'd be really good, but no. You had the Frostbite Freddy, absolutely the best slowing unit in the entire game, in my opinion. Now, we're going to go and do Endless, but before we do that, we do need to go back to the lobby. I do want to show you the evolution materials needed in order to get the Black Ice Freddy evolved. Here we go. Running over to the evolve units, there's Black Ice Freddy. This is even hard for me to see. And so you have 5,000 souls. That's easy to see. That's not terrible. I think that's actually a pretty decent amount. Then you have 100 of these little snowmen. I'm going to show you where to get those. You have 50 agony. Now I had like 900 agony, but I transferred them in or changed them into souls. I converted them into souls, so that's why I only have 80 left. It pains me to see that. I need to start grinding these agony again, but you need 50 of those, which is reasonable. Now, the thing that gets me tripped up here, and I gotta say it right on the camera, this is Frostbear, right? You need 5 of those. I'll show you where those are. Here is the new Nightmare unit. This is Bouncer. I used my Bouncer. This is what I got from the Truth. So he hooked us up with one, but once you use it in the Evolve station here, it's gone. You don't have him anymore, so take that into consideration. If you end up getting a shiny version of this Nightmare unit, I wouldn't evolve it if I were you. I would hang on to it and then play Endless again to try and get another present. You need 15 of the corrupted presents. Now I only have 538, so I was just able to make it there. And then you need 500 candy canes. I will show you where to get those. And gingerbread, I can't read that, but I believe from what I heard, it's 650,000 of those. So I was just able to barely squeak on by and get that. That's why there's so few right now. Okay, we're going to go back to the Christmas event because I want to show you where you can get these other materials to evolve. First of all, you're running over here to the exclusive unit. There he is, the exclusive Freddy Frostbear. You need 5 of these guys, and I actually overbought. I forgot that I had 3 additional presents, so on the live stream you saw me buy 3 more, which I didn't need, but that's why these are up to 150,000. I believe he starts off at 20,000 cookies, and then the price increases from there. If you don't have the cookies, want to get it right away, you can go ahead and spend Robux. But I grinded specifically for today, knowing I had over 2 million cookies, because I was like, you know what, if there's going to be an evolution and it involves cookies, I want to be ready. So I was ready. But anyway, either Robux or cookies, and there you go. So you need 5 of these guys. 5 of the, I gotta say it again, what's his name? The Freddy Frostbite. And I don't ever want to say the guy's name again. In Santa's workshop, here's where Santa's shop is. You got to go up to the merchant here and take a look. These are the materials, the additional materials that you also need. And you're going to need 100 snowmen in order to evolve your Black Ice Freddy. And so, math time with Bean Gaming, you need 100 of these guys here. So this is going to be a summons of, or purchase of 100 of 10 of these. And then at 25,000 each, that's going to be 250,000 gingerbread cookies. So I have those. And then, how many candy canes do we need? We need 500 candy canes. That's what I was getting confused with. 500 candy canes. So we're going to do 500, and then every time you purchase, that's 25. So you're going to need 20 purchases of 5,000 each. So multiply that by 5,000, you're at 100,000 candy canes right there. All right, so right now we're at 350,000 candy gingerbread cookies is what you need. If you have any more gingerbread cookies left over, you can start buying some of these corrupted presents, which I actually may start doing this. All right, so we ended up, I think we covered everything. And I want to make sure that you know where to get this stuff. That way you're not kind of wondering where to go. We're going to hop on an Endless here. I unfortunately was not able to get one of the new presents, the Nightmare presents from Endless, but maybe we'll do it right now. We'll see. I don't know. But either way, I'm bringing along my cooldown booster. I'm bringing along my damage booster. And these are the best in the game for me. I know that Shiny Popstar is a little bit better than Spring Bonnie here. I don't have it. I'm looking for it. I need one of those still. But either way, this is a pretty decent team. You're going to want to bring along an anti-regen, which, by the way, the anti-regen on Astro Bonnie is working now. This is really good. You have your Boss Killer and OMC. And then, yes, the Frostbite Freddy. Only 8 exist. You want to bring that along because he's definitely going to be the best slowing unit in the game for us. And then I am going to start off with the Shiny Fortified Endo 02 rather than, check this out now, see him? Look at that border around him. He is the Dark Frost Bear Forgotten. He is forgotten. Well, I didn't forget about him, but that's the rarity of it. We don't know the chances for it, but they did update this from a secret to a forgotten rarity, which is totally cool. There's a lot of them that exist now, but look for more hidden units in the future. I'm not going to bring him along because I don't need the slow. Plus, my Shiny Fortified Endo is going to be able to carry. It's the best starter in the game for that particular price point if you don't need slowing. If you do need slowing, then the Dark Frost Bear is probably going to be the way to go. There's a couple other units on there. And then, of course, we have the Shiny Music Man, a 70% cooldown boost, throw an additional 25% slowdown on there, and then the Shiny Spring Bonnie, the 30%. I forgot what Shiny Popstar does, a little bit more than that, but this is the best that I can do. No, I forgot codes. I said I was going to do codes in my head, and guess what? I forgot to do the codes. So we're going to do them before we actually hop on an Endless. The first code for you right here. Oh my God, what is that? I don't know what just happened there. I did a copy right from the Discord server. Copy, and let's paste it on in here. Is it going to be the same thing? There we go. Update 28. This is going to give us 40 souls, which is a nice little gift there. You want to go Santa Shop next. Santa Shop is going to give us 5,000 cookies. That's actually a pretty nice gift. And then Christmas Endless. Going to copy that on over. It's going to give us 3 of the Popstar presents or the Rockstar presents. Okay, so that's good. Now we're going to hop on into Christmas Endless. Here we go. You have 1 or 2 modifiers to pick. If you want to go nice mode, then you're going to get 25% more rewards for beating bosses. However, if you're trying to get that Nightmare unit to evolve, then you definitely want to go naughty. They're harder ways, but you get a 0.25. Remember, that's 1 out of 400 in order to get. Now, that's going to be 400 bosses you have to beat, and every boss comes 10 waves, so it's going to be 4,000 waves, technically, statistically speaking, to guarantee one of these Nightmare presents for the bouncer. Alright, so we are going to pick naughty. We're going to zoom out a little bit, get close to the exit here. I like how this is circular in nature. 1, 2, 3, 4. This should be, oh, I don't have enough money yet. Alright, so we're going to wait for these Frostbear Freddys. There we go. There's our 4th Endo, Shiny Fortified Endo. And then we are good to go. And I'm just going to completely max out these guys here. And I'll put down, let me see, yeah, I didn't bring along a range booster, which is going to be totally fine because most of these units are going to be fine. If it was a different endless, then yeah, I would want to actually bring along a range booster for sure. JOP is going to be the best for me. Speaking of JOP, which is a clan unit, clan units, they're either, you know what, I don't know when they're going to come out. I am not sure. I can't remember if they said next week or the week after. So I'm sure someone's going to correct me in the comments down below, which you should correct me in the comments so that I know. But I don't feel like going to look that information up right now at this time. So it's all good. We'll get it one way or the other. Now we're on wave 7. We're going to get to wave 10 relatively quick here. And notice once again that my units aren't reaching. They have a decent range on them at 33. But as soon as I get to that 11.3, which it is right now, we're going to go ahead and put down OMC right on top of the present. Here we go. His range is pretty small, but I'm going to go ahead and max him out as best as I can here in just a moment. And we're going to defeat this boss relatively quick. It's the giant present boy, but OMC is getting a crazy boost from the shiny Music Man and then also the shiny Spring Bonnie. Okay, OMC, let's go ahead and level you up. Here we go. And what rewards did I get? The rewards are actually pretty nice. I think you get 5 souls every single boss defeat, but the gingerbread actually increase. So when you're looking to figure out what's the fastest way to get gingerbread, it's really up to your team. What kind of team do you have? Do you have a team where, like I have a lot of the units, so my unit multiplier is pretty good? If that's the case, you're going to want to do game mode 2-3, and that's going to maximize your gingerbread cookies. However, if you don't have a full index like I do, or a relatively full index, then endless is going to be the way to go, because you're going to get more gingerbread this way than would you had rather than playing game 2-3 of the Christmas event. So just keep that in mind. And of course, you definitely want to cash in on that Christmas pass. The Christmas pass gives you a lot, especially if you can get the premium pass. That's really, really good. You see that? 550 gingerbread cookies. So we're kind of cooking right now. Okay, now you can only place one of these evolved units, the evolved Frostbite Freddy. But he is pretty good though. It's 17,500 to place, 22,000, 25,000, 30,000 to completely max out. Now he's not covering everything because we don't have a range booster, but he's covering quite a bit. And look at the damage right now. Again, I did bring along my best 2 damage and cooldown boosters in the game for me. And so we're going to go ahead and do math time with Bean Gaming one more time. 197437.5. And we're going to... Nope, I messed it up. I got to learn how to type in the calculator. 197437.5. Why is it not working? Hello, calculator. 197437.5 divided by 0.84, and it's doing 235,000 damage per second. If you remember my live stream, it was only doing 220,000. Well, that's because I didn't have shiny Music Man and shiny Spring Bonnie. I had shiny Eclipse Ballora to take care of both of these kind of boosts together. That way you're really doing a 2-in-1 unit. So I decided just to bring along these 2 boosters, but really, if I were to, probably another team that I'd probably consider if I wanted to try and go far is to remove both of these, put in my shiny Eclipse Ballora, and then place maybe my Vengeance Chronos in here. That might be an option. I don't think I would do Gravelord because of the way the track is with all these entrances. But I would also consider maybe the Dark Knight. That might also be another good option. But I definitely need to start putting in these Astro Bonnies here. Astro Bonnie's range of 47.3, it's pretty good for what it is. And I'm going to place it on the other side, just that way this one can hit on these entrances over here. Okay, and I think I have everything placed, and I do, and also just want to make sure that my Music Man is covering, my Spring Bonnie is covering, and they are covering quite a bit. And let's check out these rewards. So I'll let this thing run probably to wave 100, and then we'll see if I end up getting any other, maybe I get a Nightmare reward this time? I don't know, but we'll see. So see you in a little bit. Here we go. here we are at wave 130. I'm not overly sure this is going to be the best way to keep grinding endless for the nightmare present. If you're trying to grind gingerbread cookies, then you want to keep going as much as possible. But beyond that, no, I think you want to probably try and get to waves between 100 and 120, because after that you can see how much health these enemies have, and they regen on top of that, so that's pretty rough. And unfortunately didn't get a present, but we're going to try and keep grinding this thing until we actually get it. It would be nice. I remember, I think it was Endless 6 or one of the Endless, it was the Halloween Endless, where it took me forever and ever to get that present, but I eventually got it. And so it's totally fine. We're going to keep working it out here and just keep grinding away until I can eventually get that present. Although, again, thank you to the Truth for hooking us up with that today. He's the reason that we have the part of the reason that we have the Frostbite Freddy, but huge reason for that. So thank you very much. I think we'll end it here. Maybe try and get to wave 140, but either way, I hope I answered all your questions. I got you the new codes, showed you where you get all the new materials, showed you the stats once again for the Frostbite Freddy, showed you the new Endless, and we'll just keep trying to go from there. And so if you did enjoy this video, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Thanks again for watching, and hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!